Good day, everyone. I am Sir Jerickson S. Chua, and welcome to Empowerment Technologies.
Facebook would not be that interesting if it not for all your friends. In fact, the more friends you have, the more content you get. This also rings true for other websites and blogs. Now, it is time for us to create a collaborative ICT content. For our lesson 9, we're going to talk about collaborative ICT development. Our learning objectives at the end of the lesson, you should be able to use online collaborative tools to effectively monitor group tasks, maximize the advantages of online collaborative tools, and create a project that requires team members' cooperation. Our key terms, we have online collaboration, web portal, collaborative tools, communication tools, coordination tools, and Google Calendar. Online collaboration tools are web-based applications that offer basic services such as instant messaging for groups, file sharing, and collaborative search engines. And there are a lot of apps out there that we can use in order for us to collaborate with our team members. So here are examples of collaborative tools and apps. We have Slack and we also have Google Drive. So the good thing about Google Drive is this allows members of the group to really work on a particular task. A good example would be on creating PowerPoint. For example, the team leader creates the first slide, and the succeeding slides can be created by the team members. Okay, so the good thing about it is you can work simultaneously while creating your project. Okay, so here are some advantages of online collaboration. Number one is convenience in organizing meetings. So one of the key advantage of online collaboration is it makes it easier for people who aren't in the same location to work together. Okay, that's why we are having what we call our synchronous session for us to have a good discussion of our lesson. Okay, and if you want to clarify something using our Google Meet or Zoom, okay, we can clarify things much easier using our online collaborative tools such as we have your Zoom or Gmeet. Okay, next is easier project management. So with the ability to convene a meeting at any time from anywhere, online collaboration tools make it easier to manage team projects. Okay, so you can just message him or her to check their progress, okay, on the project. Okay, third one, faster completion of projects because with online collaborative team, it recognizes its synergies and it can have an excellent viable solutions that is shared quickly and decisions reach in time. Okay, so we can create projects much easier using these tools. Significant cost savings. Online collaboration softwares allows businesses to host online meetings in real time, with hundreds of participants interacting simultaneously. Okay, so one good example would be on seminars. Okay, we can just watch it via Zoom or Gmeet, or we can attend some forums. Okay, so you do not need to pay the cost to traveling to a particular place. Okay, to just to have that particular meeting or seminar. So it has significant cost saving. So here are the reasons to use online collaboration tools. Number one, delivery of speed, less time spent, less waiting time, and getting more projects done. So as I said a while ago that one of the goal of having online collaboration is to have deliverables at a much faster rate. Okay? Centralized virtual working space where users can work on the same task and idea at the same time, and bigger review systems because more members are engaged in online collaboration, and we have a community on how to review this particular projects and systems. Okay, so let's proceed to what we call web portals. So a web portal is a website that contains information from different sources and placing them in one location in a uniform way. An example of a web portal is Yahoo. Okay, so Yahoo offers a web portal where news, email, weather, and others are found in one page. And the information in the image came from different websites and sources. So we can also say that some feature of Google is also a web portal. Okay, so we have here some online collaborative tools that we can use or maximize. Number one is your Facebook group or a group page that will allow your people to really communicate your ideas. Okay, so if you are having some troubles about your schooling here in SMU, okay, you may just raise your feedback on our SMU SHS page, or if you have some queries about documents and so on, you may just chat us using our SMU page. Okay, so it allows us to communicate your ideas. Okay, number two is your WordPress. So this allows you to have multiple contributors for a single blog. So contributors can also be termed as the users of your application, okay, or the user of the application. Okay, so what do the contributors do? Okay, so they are capable of having some comments and likes about your blog. Okay, next we also have your Google Drive and Microsoft Office Online, which allows multiple people to work on different Office files and even have their own group's cloud storage. Okay, so that's good about Google Drive. So it gives you 15 gigabyte of data, okay, where you can upload your documents and collaborate at the same time. Okay, next, we have Microsoft Yammer. So this offers companies to have their own network that allows sharing and managing content. So Yammer is also similar with LinkedIn, and it looks like a more professional looking Facebook social media account. And the last one is we have your Trello. Okay, so this offers an online to-do checklist for your entire team. So Kanban board is a variation of a traditional Japanese Kanban cards, in which this is also similar with our Trello. Okay, so Jamboard is also an example of online collaborative tools because you can just upload your insights about a particular topic or project. Okay, here are also some online collaborative tools that you can use for communication. We have email, chat, and instant messaging. We have your voice chat, mobile messaging applications. Okay, it can be Skype, Messenger, okay, Viber, and so on. And we have a WhatsApp. Okay, we can also use Viber, WeChat, and video chat for communication. And for coordination tools, we have Bitrix24. We also have MindMeister and Google Calendar as a way for us to collaborate. So there are some applications that we should be aware of on using different collaboration tools. And what I want you to do now is to really explore on how to use these applications. And to further understand on how to use these particular applications, let's watch a video about collaborative tools, Google Apps, and what we call Trello.
Hey, it's Collab Week here on UH Creators, and I'm in my last week of university of assignments, exams, and study, hopefully for good. Everything is hectic because on Sunday I jump on a plane and head somewhere rather exciting. But despite all of us being crazy busy over the past couple of years, we've managed to keep this whole New Age Creators thing going. So I wanted to make a quick video on the tools we use to keep things organized, even if we are in 5 different cities around the world. So number one is Slack. Slack is the ultimate messaging tool ever, and it replaces all of our internal messages and emails and that Twitter DM group conversation that was getting far too long. Basically, it has a whole lot of channels that mean you can be talking about a whole lot of different things all at once, and it keeps it all organized so we can talk about possible themes as well as guests as well as travel and things like that without it getting all mushed up and lost. Best of all, it's free for small groups, so if you're doing group collaboration or anything like that, do yourself a favor and use Slack. Number two is Google Plus Hangouts. It's the best thing if you're in different cities and you can't meet up for a face-to-face meeting. Everyone already has a Google account and it just works well. And possibly one of the best things about it is you can directly live stream to YouTube from it, so we actually use it for our end of season live streams. Which, speaking of, we have another one of those coming up soon. So third thing on the list is Google Drive. We're not sponsored by Google, but if we were, that'd be pretty cool. It's like iCloud or Dropbox or any other cloud storage solution. It's really easy to share documents with people. We use it to store all of the stuff we use each week, like end screens and beginning screens, and to share stuff with each other because it's just great. And finally, the last thing on the list that makes our collab channel tick is WeTransfer. Video files are big, and getting a new big video file from a new guest every week used to be kinda tricky. But WeTransfer is so handy because you can send really large files really quickly and easily just with a link or to another email address. When Google Drive isn't gonna work for us, this is a really fast and easy way to do it, and we get everyone to send us things using it. Organizing everything takes work, and collab channels don't just happen overnight, but using these free tools, we made it happen. But if you're thinking of starting something of your own, hopefully this has been a little bit of help. Anyway, I'll catch you next week for my last video of season 4. Bye!
Hey everyone, Debbie and John here. Welcome back to the App Show.
Sometimes you create a document and you are the sole author, but more often than not, you actually collaborate.
So today, we're going to give you the best in the tips and tricks that can help you collaborate and co-create documents that are greater than the sum of their parts. Back in the day, collaboration was a nightmare. Emails flying back and forth, multiple versions of the same document. Nobody knew what was the latest.
Those were the days.
Were they really now?
Well, with Google Docs, presentations, and spreadsheets, you can actually use this real-time collaboration. And if you're not, well, you're not really using the product to the fullest.
So today, we're going to start with something you might know in Microsoft Office as track changes, but in Google Docs, we have suggesting mode.
This is the ability to type a change to a document which leaves the original text intact. This doc belongs to Debbie, but I have an alternative wording for this section here. If I highlight it and type in my alternative, Debbie will see the bit I've crossed out and my suggested changes.
Each time anyone comments on the document, as the owner of it, I'll get an email. On the document itself, each suggestion is tracked by an individual box on the right that will stay there until I accept or reject the suggestion.
By the way, if you save an Office document with track changes, they will appear as suggested edits in Google Docs and vice versa.
When we write scripts, each contributor's sense of humor is unique. Suggested edits allow us to see who chimed in and with what. It allows transparency into what's changing.
Sometimes, instead of offering a suggestion, it's much better just to make a comment. You add one by highlighting the section you want to comment on and then click the comment icon. Or you can go to Insert and Comment, or Command Option M. Once again, a box is created on the right-hand side.
Suggested edits and comments are both useful in slightly different ways. Suggested edits can be accepted and replace text, so they're ideal if you have a change in wording. Comments can be used to prompt a change rather than a suggestion of wording itself. And of course, if you need clarification on either, you can reply directly in the box and the person who created it will get an email notification.
And comments can be formatted to add extra emphasis, so bold, italicize, and strike through are all applicable there. If you put a star on both sides of the word, it will be bold. And the same goes for underscores to make text italic, and dashes to strike through text. You can specifically target a comment towards a particular person. If you type plus, a list of email addresses will come up, or you can type any address. If the person doesn't have permission to comment, you can adjust how the file is shared on the drive here. You can decide who you want to be able to comment or edit it.
To reply to a comment, just click on the box and type your reply. We use this to solve tricky problems or several people have an opinion on how to solve it. Comments work just not in docs, but in sheets and slides too. When there's a comment on a cell in a sheet, you'll see a yellow triangle. In slides, you can only comment on the whole text box and not on words or subsection within that text box.
When the whole team chimes in on a document, there's always the chance that someone might delete something crucial.
We collaborate across several teams here at Google and often have up to 10 Googlers working on something like an email template.
Luckily, any significant changes made to the document is recorded in what's called revision history.
Go to File and Revision History and you can step back and forth over all the versions of the document. If a section has gone missing, I can go back, find it, copy it, return to the latest version and paste the missing section back in. Or I can just click that timestamp and revert completely back to that version. I love the assurance that revision history offers.
Another use case is mail merges. When you mail merge, the list is always changing, so you can use revision history to store all of your versions. If I know there's someone missing, I can go back to an earlier list, find the missing name, copy it, and then paste it into my current version.
Ooh, I just got a notification. My spreadsheet was edited.
And your phone matched your address.
It does.
With email notifications, you can know whenever a change is made to the spreadsheet.
So if I'm the one responsible for getting the spreadsheet filled out, this saves me from having to keep checking to see if the data I'm waiting for has been added. I highlight the cell or cells I want to be notified about, then go to Tools, Notification Rules. Here I can set the rules. Notify me whenever any changes are made, and I can choose a daily digest of changes or to be notified right away. The rule is now listed here. I can add more rules if needed. Now when anyone enters data in that cell, I get an email notification. I can also ask for a notification of a response to a form. The executive assistant who helped plan the leadership retreat to Boulder created a sheet to help her with travel logistics. So a daily summary digest allowed her to stay on top of travel plans and know who to track down for missing information.
One other tip is bookmarks. Now, bookmark is a hyperlink to a specific place within a document. One great example of this is the Noogler training manual, which was created by a lot of people within our organization.
So a Noogler, by the way, is a new Googler, and we create this manual to help them settle in.
As someone added a new section, they would add a bookmark to it by clicking on the text where they wanted it. Then they would go to Insert and Bookmark. A little blue bookmark appears. Then they'd go back to the table of contents and add the name of their section, highlight it, and go to Insert Link. All the bookmarks they'd made would show up and they could select the one they wanted. Anyone looking at the manual could get to the section by clicking on the title in the table of contents.
Well, that's all we had for this episode, and next time we'll talk about meetings.
Thanks for watching and subscribe so you don't miss the meeting.
And until we meet again.
I think we overdid it.
Too much meat?
Yeah.
We'll show you Drive. Just like any other type of device, you can access all of your cloud-stored files here.
And if you install docs, sheets, and slides, you'll be able to edit and collaborate on these.
Trello is a project management application that allows you to collaborate with team members on projects and track the pieces of a project as it moves through stages of production. Trello is made up of organizations, a way of grouping members, boards that represent a team's projects, lists that act as stages for a workflow, and cards, a project's tasks that move between the lists. Trello's visual layout makes it easy to quickly see how far along all your projects are and what still needs to be done. Learn how to create organizations, boards, lists, and cards. Create checklists within cards. Add labels to cards for simple categorization, searching, and filtering. Create templates for recurring tasks or processes, and more.
So in summary of our discussion, a web portal is a website that contains information from different sources and places them in one location. And one good example is we have your Yahoo, and there are plenty of online collaborative tools that an organization can use to communicate through the use of the internet. For our practice, we're going to do activity 4, which is a blog poster. You're going to create a poster using www.pictochart.com or www.canva.com, which will be integrated on your blog. A sample will be provided by your teacher, and the poster should have the following information: the topic of your blog, a little bit of introduction about your blog, your key terms, and your name as the author of your blog. So as an end quote for our discussion, collaboration divides the task and multiplies the success.
Thank you for watching, and I hope that you have learned many things from our discussion. See you on our next lesson. Keep safe and God bless.